Oh, what is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back. We are doing the Neighbours online cover, the Neighbours Cup, whatever it is today, where we are playing with an all-English side, and you can use English players, Welsh players. Looking forward to the clash tomorrow. Depending on when you are watching this, it will have already either be happening or already have happened. So we're using Team of the Season, Kane, Dele Alli, Smalling, and Butland. Oh my goodness, Butland is so good. He is just huge. His reflexes are there for 50K. He is easily in my top 3 keepers that I've used this year. Getting things started though in our first match, we've got the 84. I believe that's a second in form, Raheem Sterling. Nice bit of skill. The ball roll is glorious. Little LTRT shift and a finesse shot into the top net, the best net at the near post, to give us a 1-0 lead in the first match. Now, many of you guys know I'm pretty partial to the false 9 formation. I really like using it and kind of force it no matter what. And Harry Kane, I thought he'd be a better false 9 than he was because he really has all of the stats to do well in that formation. Dele Alli going to make it 2 here in the 61st minute, but the way this team played, it just played a little too fast for my liking. Now, with that said, Team of the Season Dele Alli is awesome. He is an awesome box-to-box player. I think he has somewhere around 90 finishing as well. So if and when he does get into the box, he is lethal. And he's really a handful to deal with because I think he almost has like 80 defending as well. Another standout player for me, Team of the Season, Eric Dyer, King Eric from back in, gosh, was that FIFA 15 career modes that I used to do on stream with Villarreal or whatever team I was using. I'd almost always buy Eric Dyer because I thought he was awesome. Play him at CDM sometimes as well. He's got, I think, 80 defensive rating, which is actually the highest of any English midfielder. So we picked him up, plugged him in. His dribbling kind of lets him down, but his passing is solid, his defending solid, and his physical is solid. He's a big guy to begin with. His work rates are right, and he is great in the middle of the park. As per usual with my 4-3-3, 5 variation, false 9 variation squads, you can see he's getting an assist right here. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain putting that one away with his left foot. But as per usual, the only instructions I use are on the left back, the right back, and the CDM. I go ahead and just put stay back while attacking on those spots. And that is it, and then we are away. So the Ox was kind of a surprise inclusion for me. I didn't really feel like using Walcott. I wanted to use a player with 4-star skills. That goal from Harry Kane, like that is against Seaman. I don't know if that's just Harry Kane's stats being really good or what the deal was with that. I don't think it took a little deflection. Try to watch the replay on it, but it was just a bizarre goal because I guess Seaman doesn't really have great, is it diving or reflexes? Maybe both of those stats aren't that high. I know he's got amazing kicking and handling, and I think his positioning is supposed to be quite good, but that is just a really weak goal to concede. That's like watching Bravo for Chile in the Copa America. Well, he didn't give up a long shot like that. He gave up 2 really soft goals against Panama. He comes right back, though, 60th minute, managed to put one away, make this 1-2-1, keeping it interesting. Dele Alli's Team of the Season, as mentioned before, even for other people, he still is lethal in the box for them as well. Harry Kane, nice bit of work here. Going to play in, who else? Dele Alli, a very similar finesse shot to what we saw on the other end. The Spurs men linking up, which brings me to something that I've been meaning to talk about. If you look at the countries that have had a lot of European success lately, they have a club team built of a lot of the national team players. My controller dies right here. This is kind of hysterical. Well, not hysterical when you get score on. It makes it interesting. But you look at like Germany, won the last World Cup, a lot of Bayern players in the squad kind of adopting that Bayern play style. You look with like Spain, you've got a lot of, well, when they were super untouchable, there was a lot of Barcelona, Real Madrid in there. But they adopted that Barcelona play style, tiki-taka, and super successful. Right now, watching the last game for England, they have a lot of Spurs players in there, and they're adopting a bit of that Spurs style. And I think it's really good for for English football in general and for their chances of progressing moving forward. You even look at like Italy in their first match against Belgium. They defended like Juventus. I mean, they obviously have 3 Juventus players building a core across that back line. And, with Gigi Buffon, that's 4. They play together all the time, and it's very, very apparent. So you see that with England with Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Eric Dyer, Danny Rose. It's just a good... I think it just is beneficial to these nations when you see them on the big stage. This is the semifinal. A lot of guys didn't put too much thought into these squads. A lot of the big-time players, pretty expensive, and just to enter the tournament, it would take a lot. Lovely ball out wide, finds Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Gonna make a nice run to the box. Harry Kane finds the man, jumps over Chris Smalling, which is pretty darn impressive. I found myself forced to cross a lot, because I didn't really like Sterling or Ox as wingers, and this formation is very you have to have wingers that you are willing to take players on with. Not that I'm not able to do that with Sterling. You saw that in the first game. But more often than not, I found against other English teams, like Kyle Walker just like abused him and bodied him out. Nathan Clyne, the same thing. So Sterling just kind of got wrecked over and over and over again. And while I put in a good defensive performance, because this team with Sol Campbell and in our team of the season Smalling as the middle pairing is super, super sound defensively. As a whole, I was still having some trouble scoring. Going into the final, this guy, he is going with Gareth Bale. First one that we're going to play here. I was planning on doing something like that. Probably should have, but ran out of coins. And we go all the way to penalties in this. I had a chance in extra time, too, where I was one-on-one with Harry Kane, and I panicked and finessed it right at his keeper. Really, really brutal. But he was not... Well, with a penalty like that, you can see he didn't charge it up very much. Generally, when you see someone charge it up 1 to 2 bars, they're not putting it in a place where it's worthwhile diving. You can see right here, he's super, super nervous, and he's just trying to make sure, just put it on target, not trying to smash it into the corner. Ross Barkley down the middle right there for me. Brought him on as a sub. You can see right here, I didn't finally get the right way, but it's all within like those little where you don't want to dive quite areas. Brought on Jamie Vardy's regular card as a sub as well. I played against, I don't know if it was Team of Season Vardy. I think we did in maybe the second round of the Cup, but he was so hard to tackle. It was just ridiculous. Raheem, gonna go and smash that one into the corner. And now I'm on to his tricks, his tactics. We're not going to move over too far, and it's just brutal when you get those saved like over and over and over again. And for FIFA 17, they're going to be revamping the entire penalty system, so the 1-1000, 2-1000 will be no more. But I'm sure I'll figure out some way to make it just a little bit better. Figure out how to take penalties. Dele Alli, that's what we're looking for. He even dives the right way, and then he's going to slowly walk back. So an English team winning on penalties had to be against another English. Don't hate me for the little jab right there. But we're going to go ahead and take this match. And eventually the boys will start celebrating, I think. Even though that was a big win. That was a tournament win. Come on. But for winning this tournament, there we go. There's a celebration where you're looking for. You get, I think it's... Well, there it is on the screen. 5,000 coins in a rare gold pack. 12,500 coins in value. We aren't going to really get anything in the pack, so that is where we're going to come to a close. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back with another episode of something tomorrow. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.